Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading an Hearth Listener by me. So let's get into it. You didn't expect her to drop by today. The sun was barely setting, and you were trying very hard to pretend your ribs didn't hurt every time you breathed. You'd wrapped them yourself, hidden every mark, tidied the place to make it look normal. Because today was supposed to be normal. No thinking about the fight or the yelling, or about the way the door had slammed when your mother stormed out, her words sharp enough to cut. You just wanted quiet. So, when you heard her voice outside, bright and unmistakable, you panicked. "Hello, I brought pastries." You nearly panicked. Alice swung the door open without waiting and let herself in, humming cheerfully. "I hope you don't mind. You weren't answering your call, so I assumed." And then she froze because she saw you. Saw how stiff your movements were, how pale you looked, how your smile wobbled when you tried too hard to make it look real. "Hello, Alice." You managed. And her eyes narrowed almost instantly, not in anger, but in razor-sharp awareness. She closed the door gently behind her. "Sweetheart, what happened?" Nothing, I slipped." Alice raised one eyebrow. "You slipped?" "Yeah." She set the pastry box down, walked toward you, slow and purposeful. Her hands cupped your cheeks. And then she looked at you, her eyes reading into every tiny detail you didn't want her to notice. "Where does it hurt?" Your throat closed. "I'm fine, Alice," you said again. And she sighed. The sigh that comes from frustration, directed at someone you care about. "Lift your shirt just a little bit," she said gently. You froze. "Alice, please." Her voice wasn't commanding. It was a request. But you could tell she was worried. You tried to move as little as possible, raising your shirt just enough to reveal that bruising part blooming across your side. And Alice inhaled sharply. Her fingers hovered, not touching, as though afraid her touch would hurt you even more. "Oh, my. I didn't expect this." You shut your eyes, shame crawling up your throat. "Who did this?" You didn't answer. And Alice knelt in front of you, eye level, gently taking your trembling hand. "Look at me." You did, slowly. And her eyes were warm, but filled with something fierce underneath. "Tell me who did this." "My mother." Alice didn't react at first. Then she frowned, and you could tell she was angry. But not at you. Never at you. A parent is meant to protect, not cause harm. She just gets angry sometimes. It's not always like this. So this happened before. Does it happen often? Sometimes. She closed her eyes briefly, steadying her breath. Then, she gently pulled you into her arms, letting your weight rest against her chest, your cheek against her warm shoulder. Her hands smoothing down your back in slow, soothing motions, careful to avoid your bruises. And you felt your body shake. You hadn't planned to cry, But the moment she held you, everything you'd been holding in cracked open, spelling out in shaky breaths and hot tears. Alice whispered soft, comforting words into your hair. You're safe now. I've got you. You don't have to hide anything from me. You can let it out, sweetheart. You clung to her coat, shaking harder as she held you through every tremor. And when you finally quieted, she pulled back enough to cup your face again. Why didn't you tell me? I would have been here sooner. I didn't want to bother you. Her expression softened. Oh, you precious thing. You could never bother me. Never. She kissed your forehead, lingering. And then, she wanted to cheer you up. This wasn't a simple issue to solve, if there was solving it anyway. She couldn't change your mother. She may be a mage, but she wasn't able to change hearts. But right now, all she could do was heal yours. And so she sat beside you on the couch, opening the pastry box, cutting one into small, bite-sized pieces. Eat up. You need something warm. You don't have to feed me. I know, but I want to. Her tenderness made your eyes sting again. And she fed you 3 pieces before putting the rest aside. And then she wrapped an arm around your waist, pulling a blanket over both of you. Alice? Yes? Are you mad at me? She turned your face toward hers, staring into your eyes with full seriousness. No, I am mad at anyone who hurts you. I am mad that you suffered alone. And I'm furious that someone who calls themselves your mother dared lay a hand on you. You shivered, not in fear, but at the sheer strength in her voice, the protectiveness and love that you heard. But I'm not leaving you to deal with this alone anymore. Not that I know now. You're not going to be alone today. And never again. What do we do now? You hesitated. She smiled softly. First, I'm attending to your injuries. And then, we need to talk about some things. Some boundaries. Alright? Because first and foremost, I need you to be safe. You understand that? You nodded, your heart twisting painfully at her gentleness. And then she kissed your cheek and pulled back, giving you a tender smile. And there was that look in her eyes, one reserved for those that she cared about. And on that day, if Alice was protective of you before, she was certainly 10 times more protective now. And she had every right for it.